What?
Okay, girls, we're going to talk in English, okay?
So what means 49235?
I'm going to show you everything. Today we're going to talk.
That's too much.
Today we're going to talk about the
All the
Fakwa.
cards?
The Fakwa are invented. They are invented by Fu Xi. Fu Xi is one of the gods of Chinese culture, one of the founders of the Chinese culture. And what we're going to talk specifically about is the teachings of King Yin, who studied Fu Xi. He was his
I
student.
don't know who is King Wen.
It doesn't really matter. It's just the first king of China. The first king of China. Yes. So when the king of King Wen was studying Yijing, he discovered that there are in nature, as Fu Xi is teaching, there are dragons. Right? You always ask about dragons and stuff like this. So these dragons, they are real, and they say if all the dragons are in accord with each other, the kingdom is at peace.
The
Your life
people
is
still, the people still believe in dragons.
Yes, of course, that's still believing. But if all the kingdom is in peace, that means all the dragons are in peace. So this stick here, right? This one is in peace. These are 5 different lines. That means that these are 5 dragons. They all go in the same direction, or they pass each other like that, but they are in peace. No argument, right? But if you beat very hard and one of these dragons is being split in 2, they become 2 dragons. And then the heads, they bump into each other. And this is called a conflict. This is called struggle, fight. Yes? So 2 dragons with the head towards each other, this is a conflict. And the hardness of every object, including you, that is the conflict. And the conflict we call yin. Yes? And the dragon going in one particular direction, we call yang. So movement, we call yang. Yes? And the 2 dragons beating up at each other, this is called yin. So we are built from a lot of dragons fighting with each other, and we are built from dragons who are in accord with each other. So when we do very good and we become very healthy, all the dragons are in accord, so we're all in peace with each other. But if we have a lot of inner conflict, then the yin is stronger, and then we have a lot of inner turmoil. You understand?
What is inner turmoil?
Inner conflict, inner argument, inner fears, desires, all kinds of things. Right? So when King Wen was saying it, okay, if we all focus all the dragons in the same directions, we are going to be healthy and we're going to be happy, and everything in our environment is also going to be happy and good, right? But if we are all the time arguing with ourselves in our environment, that means all the dragons are bumping into each other, and then we become unhappy. So the whole Yijing is about learning how to avoid conflict, how to become more like.
Why are we going to use all those cards?
We're going to show these cards just for learning, right? So we're not going to play the.
All of them.
No, we're just going to use 8 for now. Yes, 8. Because there's 8 different kind of symbols. It's called the Fakwa, 8 pictures. 8 pictures. And these 8 pictures, these are things from nature, which are really very important to read your environment. If you understand these pictures, you can see everything in our life is in accord with at least one of those pictures. And when you combine these pictures with each other, you create stories, right? And these stories are all about dragons, right? So let's see this first one. How many dragons are here?
2,
No.
5.
Yes, that's right. See, because there's one dragon who is in harmony, and there's 2 dragons who are fighting with each other. So 2 dragons are fighting with each other. Every dragon that is fighting with another one is 2 dragons, right?
Here is 7.
This is not the picture. This is the picture. So
Oh,
it's okay.
why don't you have to look here?
No.
Here.
Yeah, well, you can see in the ancient drawings, is also drawings like dragons. Yeah, but this diagram,
So right, oh yeah, right and back.
this diagram has 3 lines, yes, but 1 line, 2 lines are fighting dragons. So these are 4 dragons and 1 harmonious dragon. So this is the leader, right? This is the leader, because good is always the leader.
Are there different?
Yes. Yeah, so we're going to talk about this. When you look at these 3 lines, you can take it apart in this one and this one, 2 sets of 2.
But
So
that's
they're merged.
free, right?
This is 2 lines,
So
yeah.
if there were in harmony, it was free, but now it's 5.
But the bottom 2 lines, this is this diagram. You see this? Is a yin and a yang, right? And these top ones are 2 yin. So this 2 yin, yes, this is a old yin, we call this. Old yin, grandma yin. Right? And these are all in fighting with each other. That's why they're going to die. That's why grandmothers die.
That's why they're black.
No, not why they're black. This is just a shadow. We call them shadow. Yes, because death is dark. right? Death is black, and life is white. So here, this is called yang, that's child yang, right? Because the child has still figures and pushing all the death away. So you guys, because you're growing, you push all the death away, right? So as long as you're a child and playful and stuff like this is how it is. And together, these are these two. So the conflict between death and child, and old people and young people, yes, this leads to thunder, right? So something old, something new, right? So that leads to thunder. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's one picture. You remember? Thunder, right? Thunder. Go to the next one. What is this one? How many dragons are here? In the big picture, right?
3.
3 dragons, yes. 3 dragons. What is going on with these dragons?
Harmony.
They're in harmony, yes,
and
exactly.
peaceful.
And see, both the top 2 lines and the bottom 2 lines, they're all in harmony with each other. They're old, young. Old, young means that's an old person who's like an immortal, never dies.
Hemel.
Not him, yeah, but it's called heaven. But
Gaat die mens dan naar heaven?
that is basically, you can say, it goes to heaven. Yes?
So if someone only has white lines, they go to heaven.
Yes. So,
You
this
have
one-
only white lines, right?
this is, no, not yet. Only when I'm like 1,000 years old.
Ah.
Yes? So it takes a long time before you get there. Yes?
That's
What is this one?
4.
That's 3.
No, 3.
Yes.
That's still 3.
Yeah. So it's-
This one,
the bottom ones are old young, right?
Yeah.
They're long living.
It looks like
And the
this.
top one is young young.
It looks like a duck face a little bit fierce and stuff like that. And then
Exactly. And how many lines are here? How many dragons are here? Exactly.
4.
Yeah, 2 fighting dragons on the top. Yes.
I was still counting.
Your swimming pool. Yeah, your swimming pool. This is this symbol. A lake, a cloud. Yeah, this is the heaven. This is the
So-
cloud. This is the undercurrent of
So
the river.
actually so 2 of these and 1 of these.
This is together. This is the child thing. So the surface of the water. Yes, the surface of the water is the young underneath. So moving water. That is.
Young is white, yin is black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So that is like this. This one we already have. How many dragons are here?
5.
Exactly 5. So there's on the bottom there's a conflicting dragon, right? 2 dragons fighting, and
Oh
on the
wait,
bottom
that looks like
top 2.
river. It's like
Exactly.
here is like
Yeah,
that's why it's water. Like here's the
can-
little stones on the rocks, and then
Look
the
at
white
this.
is the water.
Look at this. How does it look like now? Looks like
How?
rain.
Yeah,
Looks like rain.
I don't
Rain.
see rain.
one long one and 1 2
Drop, 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 drop.
long drop.
Oh yeah.
Like from a car window.
Wow.
Exactly. So you can read every character. You can also read like this, right? So you can read like this. So this is fighting outside the wall. You can say.
And this one.
Oh yeah,
Okay. Let them.
tree.
Let's put them in the same place because we're going to use that later on. Okay. So just leave them there like that, and we're in a particular kind of order. Okay. So this is Yang Yang and Yang Yin, right? So here aging is starting, and here the young youth is there. So the starting aging, and the youth on top of each other. So this is, for instance, adult carrying a child, right? Adult carrying a child. So the river, the rain, yes, is the history of the world carrying new life. So rain brings life, right?
Rain.
You understand
Yeah.
that? So
Water
rain,
brings life.
yes. And sometimes,
Like
but sometimes it's also danger. Yes, because rain when
Flood.
it comes from flooding, because
Or-
it comes from the mountain.
Or if there's a thunderstorm.
When there's a thunderstorm, exactly. So these two combined, right?
Yeah.
We talk about that
Zo
later.
heb je 2 donders.
There's 8 of them in each
Oh,
set.
this is Earth.
This is the Earth, yes.
There's 6 dragons.
6 dragons, yes, exactly. They're
All
all
fighting.
all fighting. See that?
Yeah.
They're all fighting. Yes.
Why they all
Why is this patching?
Oh, this is just to show because this spread that we have here, this is this spread. You will see it later. Okay. So 6 dragons. Everything is like old yin, right? Everything is like still. The soil, yeah, although it is alive, right? There's life inside it, but it is also not doing anything itself.
Tree.
The tree is something else. We get to that. What is this one? This fire. 4 dragons, right?
4, yeah.
4.
4.
Exactly. See, this is birds. You see this?
That looks
Birds.
like a bird.
Birds are flying.
This one,
Fire is also
this
flying.
one looks like a flower.
Yes. Yes. So this is the young, burning up the old yin, right? So fire eats the old yin. Old yin is wood, right? Old yin is wood also. Tree is old yin. So if fire
Why
comes,
does it look like that? It's not. It's wrong.
no, it's right. This is the
But
top,
this is.
top 2 lines and the bottom 2 lines, right?
And this then.
This is the top 2 lines and this is the bottom 2 lines. So together
But
they're
there's
the,
2.
yes, that's right. But together, when they come together, they form this shape. Yes.
Oh.
When they come together, because then they merge the 2 conflict dragons, they become like 2 dragons together, right? So this is here. Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah, that's a lot. Ah, that's a mountain. See,
It's a
There.
mountain.
it's a mountain. Yes, exactly.
That's the eye.
That's the eye on top of the mountain. Yes, that's right. So the harmonious dragon
There's
is on the
5
top of the mountain.
dragons.
But it is also a door. You see that? 2 stones piled on top of each other, and a big stone on top.
It's 5 dragons
It's
together.
5 dragons. But these 5 dragons are also a door. So
They're all carrying a young person.
yes, why do you think we like mountains? Because when we
Wait, it looks like a mountain. Look,
yeah,
this is
exactly.
the mountain. This is the stone tower.
Exactly. So when you climb the mountain, you are close to heaven.
Ah,
You
yeah.
understand
Oh
that?
yeah.
I want
If
to
you're
go.
up in the sky,
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Exactly.
we need one more.
We need one more. Indeed.
Indeed.
You just have to be lucky. They're all mixed. All mixed. Not very lucky so far. Not so lucky so far. Not so lucky so far.
Are you sure there's
Oh,
eight?
somebody eat all the
Are you
next
sure?
ones.
Are you sure that there's 8 different ones?
Yes. It should be. If, unless when somebody eats the 8th one. Yeah.
Where is it?
Yay. Shall we go sing for it? Where is the
Where
wood?
is the.
Where is the wood?
Where's the word?
There it is.
Here it
See?
is.
It works.
Finally.
Singing,
Wind.
singing works.
It's wind.
It is also wind. Why is it wood and wind the same?
I don't know.
Because wind and wood
Because it
are the
looks
force
like-
of life.
They look like they're stuck in each other wood.
Yeah, you see? Here, this is the young yin, right? This is the aging part. All living things become old gradually, yes? But they also make a connection with heaven. at the
I
same
don't
time.
understand this one.
So we can here you see here this one. This is reaching out
It looks like
to
underwater.
the chi of heaven, right? So the 2 dragons in the sky. You see 2 dragons in the sky, right? And this is 2 people reaching up like, oh, I want to like this. Yes. So this is like this wind, life, all
That
life.
looks like a fork.
Both the Buddha and the Taoists, they all say at the same time, all life, in essence, is difficult, right? Because it's difficult, we have to look for heaven and try to find how that actually works, what we can do about it. You understand this? Yes? So now we have this one here. Can you see here this number?
A square.
Yeah.
It's a square. So let's put it in the middle here, so that we can see it here. Yes? Okay. Straight. See?
It's square.
Okay.
Just like this one, but then without the fire.
Exactly. So this is number 1. You see, the water is number 1. You understand?
Yeah.
Just remember that, right? This is number 2.
But how is that number 1?
It is just how it is. There's a picture from a turtle that people found, and they found dots on the turtle. I will show you this later, okay? Another time when we're back home. Yes?
There was an ant biting
This is
my toe.
Palas, here. Palas.
There was an ant biting her toe.
Yeah, that's okay. You cannot finish Palas. It takes forever before Palas is finished being eaten. Okay, shall we continue? Okay. Yeah, a bit very hard because you meet a warrior, and there are sometimes where they think like, oh, you're in my way, and they just tell you to go to the side with your foot. That's all it is. Take a little bit of it.
Like that. Like now my feet are not in the way, right?
You also want some water? Not a little beetje? So this is number 1, right? This is number 1. This is number 2. See? With the diagram here, number 2. Right? And this is number 3. You see this? And this is number 4. This empty space is number 5. This is your heart. Right? This is your heart. Your heart is an empty space. And all the things in nature you can feel inside your heart. So when you look at things and you feel or you feel all the feelings that you have, yes, they are here. So you feel something is not good for you or something is bad for you. But when you have problems, everything can seem bad to you.
I feel like Coca-Cola is bad for me.
Well, Coca-Cola is bad. Yes. Okay, so this is number 4, 5. Heaven is number 6, right? Heaven is number 6. Yes. And the clouds are number 7. See that? Okay.
But
And
it's
then,
more rock.
yes, it's swamp, it is clouds, it is lake,
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
and 8.
8, 9.
And 9, exactly.
Oh, that's 9, not 8.
Okay, so now if you follow this path, this is the beginning, right? This is the beginning. Water, the rain reaches the earth, right? The rain reaches the earth,
And then
brings life,
thunder comes.
right? The thunder comes as a result of that, and the thunder
Wind.
brings life. Wind, yes.
comes.
Wind comes, brings life, right?
And then
And you feel like, oh, it's real. And then you can see the power of everything. That's the dragons, the heaven. It's like that, right? The world manifests as good. That is heaven, right? That's the harmonious dragons, right? And then there is the clouds and there is the difficulties. But it's also at the same time the learning. Because the clouds are dragons too, right? They can teach you all kind of things. And if you see you are like the cloud, yes, you are the one that is carrying other things, right? So if you practice your kung fu, you become smart, you become wise, you learn very well, you stay calm, you become modest, you do not try to make yourself look bigger than you are, and at that moment everything will be fine and everybody can listen to you, right? Because they know they can trust you. And then you climb the mountain, because when there are troubles, you learn something, you teach something. Teaching is not easy, so you climb a mountain. At the moment when you are at the top of the mountain, you can see into the nature of things, so you can understand things. The sun is the king of everything, right? This place, the thunder, this is the place of the people who came before you. So this is the ancestor place, right? This is the pathway towards what they usually say God. Right? This is God, right? This is where everything is being made, right? And this is what we do, right? This is what we do, and this is our life, right? So these two, they are a little bit related. You see that? Yes. And these two are also related, because if everything is in harmony, then all the other things also were good already. Yes.
Then, so actually this is that, but then all white.
Yes.
So if
These
this
are the
was,
dragons in harmony.
these were together, this was
Yes.
that.
So what I want to say with that is that dragons in conflict is not necessarily bad, right? Because the dragons in conflict here, what do they create? They create thunder and life.
And they created.
And they create dragons. And they create you, they create me, yes? They create all your friends, yes? Everything like that. So conflict is not necessarily bad. You understand that, Thomas?
Yeah.
Yes, Paulus, you also understand that? So you have to understand every time when there's an argument, are we having a conflict because something is bad, or do we have a conflict because something is good? When you can see you have a conflict because something is good, and at that moment the conflict is gone, right? So okay, we put this aside again, okay? We put this aside to here. We're going to look at this story. We just mix the other cards, because we need this diagram to reflect it. This is how the Yijing works, right? Because what you do,
Making a story by mixing cards.
yes, and you're making two stories.
Big hope, big love, big everything.